I pulled out a sheet of sheet metal here. It's stainless steel, and it's kind of funny because this side is like mirror finish, but this side is the side that has the plastic on it, which is not mirror finish. Whatever. This is a lot thicker than I was thinking it was, or a lot more sturdy anyway. I think this is 0.9 millimeters thick. This is pretty solid. I do not remember how much a sheet of this costs either. $100 maybe? Probably need a little bit of it, like a quarter. Unless, I don't know, let's see. All right, let's figure out how to cut this thing. I might have to use an angle grinder. Oh, well that goes through pretty easy. All right, let me just put the camera down, cut this. I've developed this habit of filing down the corners of any piece of sheet metal I'm working on, unless I really need the corners. But, you know, once upon a time, I kind of had to go to the hospital because of the corners of some sheet metal. This is definitely faster with an angle grinder, but it's also a lot messier, and then I use up a wheel. So, let's just take a couple minutes. Ah, cooled off too much. Wait, no. Stop. Perfect, close enough though. Alright, I think I'll just rivet those on there. But I think I better pre-bend this so it doesn't straighten out those pipes. It doesn't have to be perfect just to get somewhere near what it should be. Come on, in here. Don't want to put any creases in, I just want it to bend nice and even. Oh, come on. All right, let's get some rivets. All right, not bad, I think. I think it's not bad. I think it's in fact pretty good. Okay, so that's the internal mold of a curved wall. For the outer one, I don't think it needs to have the pipes in it for the shape. Yeah, I think it can just be a sheet and rely on kind of clips and stuff to hold its shape. That way, I mean, there's a few advantages to that, but one of them is that then I don't have a predefined outer wall radius, so I could change the thickness, which is nice. Plus, if I'm doing it in a hole, the outer wall, the thinner it is, the better. Because I could have the hole just big enough to get the mold piece in. Although, if the hole is perfect, I don't even need the outer mold piece. I can just use this and the outer wall of the clay as the blah, 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 blah. Okay, for the outer wall, I guess I just cut off the same thing again. Take another strip. All right, I think that looks pretty good. I'll have to wax the inside so concrete doesn't stick to them. My brain is telling me I should do this. And I think it might be right. Oh, good stuff. Nice. Ah, that's great. So that'll lock the top in the, well, I don't know, I just picked this distance. Looks like a good distance to me. And then at the bottom, I'll just put a few little stakes in the ground. And then as this goes up, I'll make 3 molds for the bottom, then move up. And once it moves up, it's gonna be on the curved surface. So I'll just wrap a strap around the whole thing, and this outer part, the bottom edge, will be strapped in. And then this top part, I don't know, I'll put some sticks going across just to hold it. And then these will hold the top. And I'll need something to block off the sides here, for the first piece and the second piece. The third piece, they'll, complete it. So, yeah, but I'll need a piece of wood or something to go in here to block that off. But, okay, I'll do that right now. Come on. Oh, look, a piece of wood with some lines on it. Great. Okay. I'm about 90% sure I can turn that into a water tank. Yeah, obviously just put a clamp or 2 on there at the beginning. Yeah, looks good. I wonder how many uses I'm gonna come up with for this thing. I already have a couple ideas.